Hi everyone, in this video we will see some basic formulas of trigonometry and we will start solving the exercise number 17 from the Emil Agarwal book. So let's start. So trigonometry comes from the word trigonon and metron. Trigonon means triangle and metron means measure. Okay. So triangle has a very important role in trigonometry. In trigonometry, we always use the right angle triangle. Now, right angle triangle is the triangle which has 190-degree angle. So, this is a right angle triangle. Okay, this angle is 90 degree. Okay, it is always true that the hypotenuse of this triangle is the side opposite to this 90-degree angle. So, for this triangle ABC, AC is the hypotenuse because it is just the opposite of 90 degree, this 90 degree. Okay. Now perpendicular and base of the triangle cannot be decided without the angle which you are going to consider. That means if you consider this angle BAC, then base will be AB and BC will be the perpendicular. But if you consider this angle, then BC will be the base and AB will be the perpendicular. Okay. So first let me tell you about the trigonometric ratios. We define sin theta equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Okay. Similarly, cos theta equal to base by hypotenuse. Tan theta equal to perpendicular by base. Cot theta equal to base by perpendicular. Sec theta is hypotenuse by base. Cosec theta is hypotenuse by perpendicular. Now you should not ask this question that why sin theta equal to this, cos theta equal to this, tan theta equal to this, so and so. Because I said that we define these ratios. That means this quantity, this ratio perpendicular by hypotenuse, we are denoting by sin theta. Okay, we are defining it. Okay, there is no reason behind it. Okay, now for the time being you just ignore these quantities. I am coming to that in a while. Now when we say sin theta or cos theta or tan theta or cot theta, anything, we are considering the angle theta. Okay, so for example you just take sin theta. Okay, so that means we are considering this angle. So theta is an angle. Okay, now come to this triangle. So this triangle is ABC, this angle is theta. Okay, and always remember this, as I told you before, that this angle we are considering, that means this is the base and this is the perpendicular. If we are considering this angle, then this is the base, this is the perpendicular. Okay, and this is a very important point when you will be solving some exercise problem. So they will flip the triangle and ask you some questions. Okay, so you must be very careful about that. So whenever we are saying sin theta, that means we are considering this angle. Okay, the angle BAC, which is theta. Okay, that's why this is the base. So sin theta equal to as I said, that perpendicular by hypotenuse. So what is the perpendicular? This is perpendicular, this is base and this is the hypotenuse. So that's why it is BC by AC. Similarly, cos theta equal to base by hypotenuse. Since we are talking about theta, that's why that means this angle. So this is the base. So it is base by hypotenuse, AB by AC. See here. Okay. Similarly, tan theta equal to BC by AB. Cot theta equal to AB by BC, sec theta equal to AC by AB and cosec theta equal to AC by BC. But instead of this theta, if we say that sine of theta 1, that means this angle, then this will not be sine theta, because then everything is going to be changed. That means if we are considering this theta, this angle theta 1, and we are trying to find out the value of sin theta 1, then this will be the base, this will be the perpendicular, this will be the hypotenuse. Then sin theta 1 will be AB by AC, isn't it? Because this is the perpendicular right now. Similarly, cos theta and tan theta and cot theta and other ratios will be changed also. Okay. So this is problem number 1, part A. Okay, here they are asking that this figure is given and they are asking find the value of sin theta, cos theta, tan theta and so on. So here you notice that they are considering this angle theta. Okay. Okay, now you need to find what theta is in this triangle. So theta is this angle. Okay, this angle is theta. Now they have given this value and this value. That means this length is 12, this length is 15. And they are considering this theta. That means this is the base, this is the perpendicular and this is the hypotenuse. Okay, hypotenuse, this is because this is the opposite side of this 90-degree angle. Okay, so here we have this value and this value, but we don't know this length, this PM length. Okay, so for that we need to use Pythagoras theorem. So by we can write that perpendicular square plus base square equal to hypotenuse square. Perpendicular is PM, so PM square plus base square is OM. So OM square, that is equal to PO whole square. Okay, now what is the value of PM? PM is we need the value of PM. So PM equal to, we can write PM whole square equal to PO whole square minus OM whole square, isn't it? And we know the value of PO, which is 15, and OM is 12. So 15 square is 225 and this is 144. So it is going to be 81. Okay, so therefore what is the value of PM? PM is 9. Okay, now so that means this side PM is 9. Now we have all the values. So what is the formula of sin theta? It is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So it will be 9 by 15. So part 1 is sin theta equal to 9 by 15. Similarly, cos theta is base by hypotenuse, so 12 by 15. Okay, so you just put the values and you can do this other ratios. Okay, so I am not doing it. So this is the problem number 1, part B. Okay, so here they have given this figure to you and they are asking the value of sin A, cos A and this. So first you notice that which angle they are considering. They are considering angle A. Sin A you need to find out. That means the angle they are considering, it is A. So what is the angle? This is the angle A. Okay, here it is written A. Okay, and this is the 90 degree. This is the sine of 90 degree, isn't it? Okay, now they have given this value and this value. So this is 12 and this length is 5, but we don't know this length. So again we need to apply the Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, we can write that BC square plus AC square equal to AB square, isn't it? So we know the value of BC. BC is 5, so 5 square means 25 plus AC is 12, that means 144. So it is AB square. So finally, therefore AB square is 169 and therefore AB is equal to 13. Okay, now we have this value of AB, it is 13. Okay, now so we have all the values. Now we just need to find out what is sin A. So sin A is what? So we are considering this angle A. That means this is the base. Base is always adjacent to the angle we are considering. Okay, and this is the perpendicular. This is the hypotenuse. Okay, so therefore part 1, it is sin A equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. So it is 5 by 13. That is the value. Okay, similarly part 2, cos A, that is equal to base by hypotenuse. So 12 by 13. Is it fine? Okay, now part 3, they are asking that sine square a plus cos square a. Okay, so part 3, we already had sine a, we already have cos a, so it is sine square a plus cos square a equal to 5 by 13 whole square plus 12 by 13 whole square. Now you just calculate it. 5 square is 25, it will be 169, this will be 144, and this in again 169. So if you just calculate, it will be 1. That will be the final answer. Okay. Now this part 4 here. So whenever you have some kind of expression, big expression, you always calculate the terms first. That means you first calculate what is sec a, then what is tan a, then you put the values. Okay. So what is sec a? Sec a, the formula is hypotenuse by base. Okay. So here it will be 13 by 12. So sec a square a minus tan square a, it is equal to 13 by 12 whole square. So I have put the value of sec a, which is 13 by 12. Okay. So it's whole square minus tan square a. Tan a is what? Base by perpendicular. Okay. So it is 12 by, sorry, the formula of tan a is perpendicular by base. Okay. So it is 5 by 12. So minus 5 by 12 whole square. Now you just calculate it. The answer is going to be 1. 13 square is 169. It is 144. Again, this is 144 and this is 25. So if you calculate, it will be 1. Okay, so this is problem number 2, part A. Here this figure is given to you and they are asking sin B cos C and this term, and this is the expression. So I am not going to solve part 1, part 2, part 3. I am doing part 4, because if I do part 4, all the 3 will be done, because as I said earlier that whenever you have some big expression, you calculate term by term. That means you first calculate sin B, then calculate cos C, then calculate sin C, then calculate cos B. Okay. So if I calculate sin B, then this part is done. If I calculate cos C, this part is done. If I calculate sin C, this part is also done, because we already had sin B. Okay. That's why I am doing this part 4. Okay. Now here you notice that this is the 90-degree angle. Okay. And this length is 6, this length is 10. This is the hypotenuse because it is opposite to this 90-degree angle. Okay. Now we don't know this length AC, so we need to use Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, we get that AB square plus AC square equal to BC square. Okay. So we need AC. So AC square equal to BC square minus AB square. Now what is the value of BC? It is 10. That means it will be 100, minus AB square is 6 square is 36. So ultimately it is 64. Therefore AC equal to 8. Okay. So this length is 8. Okay. Now we got all the values. So what will be the value of sin B? So whenever you are saying that sin B, that means you are considering the angle B. Okay. That means this angle you are considering. Okay. If this is the angle you are considering, then this will be the base of this triangle and this will be perpendicular. Okay. And what is the formula of sin B? Sin B is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So sin B, I am doing it directly. Okay. Plus sin C cos B. Now this is equal to sin B, as I said, this is base, this is perpendicular. So perpendicular by hypotenuse, it will be 8 by 10. So 8 by 10. Now what is cos C? Cos C means C is the angle you are considering. So this is the angle C. Okay. Now if this is the angle, then this will be the base and this is perpendicular. What is the formula of cos? It is base by hypotenuse. Okay. So cos C will be 8 by 10. 8 by 10. Okay. Sin C, again they are considering the angle C. So this is the angle, this is the base, this is the perpendicular, this is the hypotenuse. So perpendicular by hypotenuse, so it will be 6 by 10. And cos B is the angle they are considering, that's why this is the angle, that means this is the base, this is the perpendicular. So what is the formula of cos B? Base by hypotenuse, so 6 by 10 again. See, okay. So if you just calculate, it will be 64 by 100 plus 36 by 100. So the answer will be 1. So this is it for this video. From the next video, we will be solving more problems. Thank you for watching this video.